Starz now trades separately on the NASDAQ. It's more than doubled in the same period. For more on the state of media and the recent spinoffs, we're joined by Lionsgate Vice Chair Michael Burns. Michael, welcome back to Fast. Always great to see you in person.
Thank you for having me.
This is like the third spinoff. I mean, of course, there's Comcast and Versant, which will happen. When you did your spinoff, I mean, did you think that this was going to sort of kick off a spate of these spinoffs? And what about the industry is causing this?
What do they say, that imitation is the greatest form of flattery? This took a long time to make happen. We thought this was in the best interest of our shareholders. And the one thing I want to correct, you're right that the Lion stock's down 4%, but that's without factoring the Starz shares that Lionsgate shareholders got. And that stock has traded well. But I think that, yeah, this is the beginning of, I think it's a smart thing for the industry to do. We wanted to be a pure play content business on one side and Starz over on as a separate public company. So we like the multiples for the pure play content business, and we are back to our roots again.
Mm-hmm. What happens with the linear side of the business in your view? That's the side that everybody wants to spin off and let go of.
If they don't make a move digitally, I think that linear has got a big problem. But I think that they can convert to linear, to apps and all of that, but they have to make that move. And frankly, I think they've taken a long time to make that move.
Michael, on the studio front, John Wick, the series, is one of my favorite all time. I got to go back to Rocky, right, guy, to kind of really appreciate a series like that. Ballerina just came out. The prior four John Wicks, 1.1 billion cumulative gross. That's massive, right? So I'm assuming Ballerina is going to have some legs. I loved it. I saw it last night. How important are these sort of franchise, structures going forward? Because it seems like that's a thing in the movie business right now.
If you can have a built-in audience and you can piggyback off of the other titles in that series, sure, that helps. Ballerina was a little bit of a challenge because it was a character that never showed up in any of the previous John Wicks. I think our marketing team did a really good job. It did $25 million opening weekend. I wish it did $35 million, but I think it will have legs. And the audience reaction, 93% positive, and then on top of that, you had great Rotten Tomato scores. So I feel like it's going to keep running and running, and it'll be a great library title. No one gives us the credit for the library that we've built, $20 billion of content spent over the last 20 years. And when Ballerina was coming out, every single one of the John Wick titles uptick across every single platform.
Seems like Steve Mnuchin got the memo because their Liberty Capital, I think they're called, maybe I'm wrong, but they just basically doubled their stake in your company. And it seems as though they obviously see something that maybe other people have yet to see. Can you sort of speak to that?
I think if you looked up smart money, it'd probably be a picture of Steve Mnuchin. Mm-hmm. So he understands our business. We've had a lot of conversations with him over the years. He likes the model of what we have. He's been in the movie business before. He's got a big fund right now, and we're happy to have him as a big shareholder.
So we're going to have all these companies, and they've broken apart in two pieces. What does the industry look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Who is combined? Who's not combined? What do the pieces end up looking like?
This is when I shake my magic 8-ball.
I think your 8-ball is better than most of ours. So
yeah, I think that I don't see them coming back together. Mm-hmm. I think once you separate pure content and like we did, they're not going to come back together. It's harder to pull them apart. I think David's about to find that out, and I'm sure they thought this through, and it's going to work out well. But what do I think it looks like? I think you're going to see consolidation in the linear networks. I think you'll see combinations of linear networks with some of the non-commercial channels. It's all about saving money, economics, economic benefit by doing that. And I think the pure play content businesses, will there be consolidation down the road? Probably. There are only 5 great libraries in the world, and we're one of them.